Good morning, seekers. I did an exfoliate on my face. That's crazy. Feels so good. I have not moisturized yet. I'll just wait for you to join. Take the hair out of my brush. I need a little garbage can up here. That's my next move. Need a little garbage can. Anyway, so I guess I'll moisturize. Good morning, Jan. Good morning. I did my exfoliate. I did my shower. It's morning. Good morning, Lisa Z. Oh, God, that feels so good. I'm telling you, man, that exfoliate, it just reveals fresh skin. Good morning, Sherry and Sherry. We got two Sherrys. Oh, that feels so good. Let's do a little of this, too. The little squirter's broken. Oh, shit. Now it's all over my damn table. Hold on. All right. Oh, boy. Clean the table. Clean the table. Good morning, Mrs. Diane. Oh, God, I hope there's not a crack in there, which will make it... Nah, it's pretty thick. It can't go underneath there. Well, it smells good. It was my, what's this called? Radiant Dew Truffle Therapy. Well, now, my whole vanity just got some truffle therapy. Did it go underneath here? No, thank God. That's a nice tight seal. Good morning, Bobby Blue Eyes. Good morning, Jersey Shore. All right, now let's tip over the bottle because this stuff feels really cooling and good. Oh, I hate the gobbler. It's old age. Did you hear that there's more votes than people in Wisconsin? Yes, I did hear that. Yeah. They're gonna, here's what I don't understand. Like, I have no feelings about this anymore. I was really mad at myself for reacting to whatever person that was yesterday. That Cindy, I don't know if they're real or not. I mean, they did tell me F you. But I felt bad about that, and I didn't feel like that represents who I am. I was just really, really on edge. I'd only had... Now, that was a fuzz, not an orb. Or it was an orb. I don't know. I've seen a few up here on camera. But anyway, that doesn't represent who I am. I had 4 hours of sleep the night before. Still no excuse. Still no excuse. Because I'm used to trolls. So that... I don't know. I think, you know, and the unsubscribe thing, I'm used to that too. And what I meant by creators not caring about subscribers is not the actual people. It's the subscriber count. All that really matters is views. The subscriber count lets you know how many people follow you. But when it comes to any other part of YouTube, it's all based on how many people view, how many views you get, and the interaction, and that's it. You're feeling better too? And I felt like I lashed out, and I'm not in favor of anyone lashing out because they're having a bad day. And I went and did it, and I feel bad. And I don't know, it just bothered me because that's not who I am. And I don't know why I was so anxious and frustrated. It's not even about Trump not winning. It's not even about that. What it's about is I believe in the American system. And when I see our justice system being, you know, one flip-flopping, and then I see our election system doing anything in their power to get their way, it's starting to like ruin the way I feel about America. And that bothers me, and I let that just drown right into YouTube. And I know better. I'm 55 years old. I know better. What'd you say? Hold on. 70s fan said, I live in Michigan, and I know dang well there's a lot of shadiness going on. Oh, we know. I know. I know exactly how you feel. It wasn't the man, but the platform. And that's it. I vote on policies. So thank you, Jan. She said, we know your heart, Shelley. And I'm sorry. I'm still sorry to that person. Whether they were a troll and they hate me and they wanted to like poke at me, it still gave me no reason to react the way I did. Honestly, I should have just let it. Listen, let me tell you something. When you're upset and you're stressed out, you shouldn't go live, first of all. And second of all, you actually will either be like when someone pokes you, you're at that like hair trigger moment where you're gonna poke back. And the whole thing about the black Sharpie markers, I did find out they were doing it in Michigan too, over in Wayne County and Kent County. People have been posting it. There's a phone number they have to call if they were given a black Sharpie marker. Now, the black Sharpie marker, as we know, on the ballots, there's two sides. The black Sharpie marker will bleed through to the back side. We do know this. This was proven. Not only that, it will feed through the machine, but it will not read your vote. So it'll look like it goes through the machine without an error, but it actually just won't read your vote. So we have a phone number in Michigan that people have to call if they were given a black Sharpie marker. Now, here's what I don't even understand about the black Sharpie marker. If you're handing everyone, whoops, if you're handing everyone a black Sharpie marker, then the Biden votes wouldn't count either. I mean, are you literally asking them, are you Republican or Democrat? And here's a marker, Republican. So that didn't even make sense. But people were questioning it because they were afraid that it wasn't working. Then I guess a site put out the fact that it does work. Oh, a friend of yours found out in Arizona that his ballot wasn't even counted. I did see that online too, where people said they went to look at their vote online to see if it had been counted, and it said canceled. So there's a lot of effery going on, and I'm sure it will get sorted out. And here's the other thing. Michigan said, oh, we could easily do a recount, no problem. Well, it's okay to do a recount because you got the ballots sitting there. But who's going to verify that those ballots are legit people? That's the problem. It's not recounting them. It's finding out, are these ballots even verified as people? Alive? Registered to vote? Do you see what I'm saying? So that recount, yeah, that would be easy. They're all sitting there. But who knows if they're legit? Someday they can go online. As of yesterday, his was not even counted. By the way, he voted for Trump. Yeah, and they found a lot of Trump votes and garbages, all kinds of stuff. And you know what, you guys? We cannot let this rule us, okay? We just can't. What did Bobby Blue Eyes say? How can I see my vote online? I have no idea. I mean, when we went in person, we handed in our driver's license. These mail-in votes, there was no verification through driver's license. And if there were, then it will be awesome to do a recount and verify these people. But if there's some out there that were never, they just mailed out ballots and people filled them out and sent them in, there's not going to be a verification. I know you've been angry and depressed, Laura Lee. I slept 8.5 hours last night. I had to. I was not happy with myself yesterday. And you know what? We all have bad days. And we all do say shitty things once in a while. And it's very rare you will hear me say something shitty like, we don't care about subscribers. What I meant is the count is not important. But I still shouldn't have, and I don't. I'm sorry. Whoever that person was, I'm very sorry. They need to start over and get people to come in. I think we should have done all in-person voting. We can go to the grocery store. Thank you, Sherry. My son is only 17. He got a form in the mail. I know. But still with the absentee ballot, you still had to give them a whole bunch of information. You had to literally sign up, but it's that mail-in stuff. They were selling them on the streets. People got that on camera weeks ago. Oh, that is so good. it glides on after I do an exfoliate. Because there is like, it doesn't even, like, it's not sucking it in like dry skin does. Because I literally peeled off layers of my skin with that exfoliate. I live for that stuff. It's upsetting and depressing watching and you know what? We're not gonna know for probably a week or so that because he's already put in to do some recounts, Wisconsin, Michigan. It is what it is. We all knew this was gonna happen. Everybody knew it was gonna happen. Thank you. Except for my bags under my eyes, my skin, I did Kate Somerville exfoliate, and it literally is like an acid peel. Like an acid peel. And I have been very pleased with it. There's nothing you can do when you're aging except for try. I mean, people can come for you and your looks, but you know what? I'm happy in my own skin. I don't go after women's looks because, like I said, you'd have to be absolutely stunning to go after anyone's looks. That's just a way to try to hurt people. And I don't go for that. I think all women are beautiful. We're all different shapes. We're all just different personalities, but I don't go for women. I don't shame women. And I can't really care for people that do that because that's evil. Evil! You can't be evil. I was a bitch yesterday, but I wasn't evil. I went through too many emotions in 2 days. Now I'm over it, and we're moving on with life. And I'm going to get out of this house today because I got stuff to do. Oh, God. Makeup goes on so much smoother. You have no idea how, I know this looks like a funny color, but it's the lights. Oh, God, that feels so good. My skin feels so light. They're still selling that exfoliate on QVC. And you get a 3-piece. Hey, my BoxyCharm should be here today or tomorrow. I always go way down my neck. You don't want a line of makeup on your face. And I do very thin, almost like a tinted moisturizer. I don't make it thick. I can't hide my bags. And all I want is just an even color because I have red spots on my skin. So I use Infallible Total Coverage by L'Oreal. And that's what I find to be perfect for my age because it doesn't go into the cracks and make the cracks look worse. It actually is a very, hold on, smooth coverage. See, that's how it really looks. It's actually a really smooth coverage without looking like theater makeup or drying out and making your wrinkles look deeper. That's what I have found to be the best. And I have used IT Cosmetics. I have used Clinique. I've used Lancome. And actually, this L'Oreal Infallible is the best. For me. All right. My towel. So, what else did I learn? I wanted to learn things before I went live about some of the things I found to be absolutely crazy. I did learn in Oregon, they have decriminalized hardcore drugs. They get $100 fine. It's like a misdemeanor. So hopefully, all the drug addicts that don't want to go to prison move to Oregon. There you go. They can all just do a zombie walk in another state. And that'll be their state. I mean, if that's how you want to run your shit, good for you. Okay. Good luck with that. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, Wow. It's not like it's legal like alcohol, but it's decriminalized. They are only giving them a fine. Could you imagine? That's crazy. I would not want to live like that or near that. All it does, they're just wandering around hallucinating on your streets. That puts people in danger of being robbed or assaulted when people are not in the right state of mind. Well, can you imagine them all walking around with doing the flocka? Doing that flocka that makes you like do this weird zombie shit? Me God. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't want to even go down. You wouldn't even want to walk around with your kids. Wow, okay. There's plenty of family states that don't believe in that. And you wonder why everybody's moving to, this is the funny part to me. They want to be Democrats with liberal ideas, but they want to live in a Republican state that's got law and order and career opportunities. Does that even make sense to you? They all want to live in Florida, Texas, but they want to live the bullshit they do in their own state. And they try to push that off on people that are born and raised in Texas. And that's funny to me. It's like, wow, you just want your way no matter what. No matter who you bother, you just want your way. That's insanity. I mean, it is insanity, and you know it. You're against certain ways of living, but that's where you want to live. That's where, when shit goes wrong in your state, that's where you flock to. Does that even make sense to you? I mean, do you know how mad it makes the Texans and the Floridians to have these people move there and then demand all this stuff that came from the state they were born and raised in? I mean, I always say when in Rome. So if you're going to move there, then you need to adapt to their way of life. You can't just be in there, well, I want to live here. This is how. This is what you need to do. This is what needs to change here. And you're like, wait a minute. Hold on. That doesn't even make sense. But that's the way it is. Push their agendas on everyone else. They want to take over cities, and I don't even get it. Pretty soon, I don't know, every state's going to be split, and you're going to end up with the same problem they have in their state. People sleeping in their cars in downtown, and people living in tents, and pissing in the streets. And I mean, that's just third world shit. I don't get it. People should have the right to live where they want on how the society is there. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to live in Texas, then you need to learn the Texas ways. Well, why did they leave their own state then? Because everybody's running the streets, doing whatever the hell they want, and then they're going to tax you to death to pay for it. That's why. We're tired of the taxes. Well, straighten up your state or your city. Straighten it up. Give people purpose again. I don't know. Anyway, so that's kind of that. I don't understand it. It happened in Michigan in a couple cities that were vibrant, great cities, and they just went downhill to crap. They just went to drug users and homeless, and like, I don't understand. They just blow a whistle and take over a city? I don't get it. Then the people just move out. They're like, okay, that was fun. Out of here. I'm not a big fan of this thing, but I use it. I don't like this because it's kind of like, I feel like common sense has left the building. The country, yeah. I just don't understand why everybody has to accept certain ways that people live, but then they can't accept the way you live. They call you names. I don't understand that. It takes a village to run them out. It takes everybody to run them out. Just run them out. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it here, get the hell out. We're not changing the way we've lived for 50 years to appease you because you just showed up in our state. I don't understand that. Like, if I go and move to Florida, I don't push my northern ideas on them. I try to adapt. Yeah, Dearborn is a mess. Dearborn was not that way when I lived down there. I used to live in Dearborn Heights. And right off of Gully and Ford Road. And it was vibrant with families. And it was amazing. And now, you couldn't get me to even drive through there. There's a lot of cities down in Detroit Metro you couldn't get me to drive through. I used to live in Romulus. There's no way I would drive. No. I used to work in Romulus. I used to bartend in Romulus. And no way would I ever work there again, let alone live there. I used to live there. I can't remember the name of the road either. No, it wasn't E-Course. What road? It was a main road. Trying to make these look like eyebrows and just do hairs. Do hairs, don't go whoop. It will look like a Sharpie when you hit the sunlight. So you got to do hairs, you know what I mean? Like that. You're giving the illusion of hairs. Just filling in the dead spots. You what? I've only had one cup of coffee. Probably not making sense yet. Hey, Corinne. Yeah, and Detroit is the reason Michigan goes down. And that's where they're doing the count, down at Cobo Hall. They're doing it at Cobo Hall. And if you've seen any of the videos, there are people that are credentialed to help with the count, and they won't let them in. And there's like, well, I guess they're saying, they were saying, this is before they called it, but they were saying, well, we have 52 seats available for nonpartisan. And how would you prove if somebody's nonpartisan? How would you even prove who in there is counting is Republican, who in there counting is Democrat? There's no way to prove that. There's no tattoo, there's no stamp. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can't say, well, we have 200 and some Democrats in here counting, and we have 200 and some Republicans in here counting the votes. You wouldn't know that. Anybody could say that. And I'm sorry, there are not Republicans in Detroit. So that didn't make sense, and I didn't believe a minute of it. And then this one lady was yelling because this one lady came out and said, that's all, we're not letting anyone else in here, blah, blah, blah. And then that one guy was boarding up the windows so nobody could see them counting the votes. And then this woman came out and she was saying, you know, blah, blah, blah about, you know, how many people we have in there counting. And then this one woman goes, but you never made people sign out when they went to lunch. So how do you even know who came back? See? It was so unorganized and a shit show. I mean, if they knew they were going to do mail-in voting since March, you should have had a concrete thing put in place. No, it was a shit show. So I can't even tell you how many people were down in Cobo Hall screaming and yelling. It was bad. Because I'm telling you right now, Michigan was not red. Or I mean, not blue. Michigan was not blue. Period. Every county was red. Except Detroit. And we never plan on Detroit being red. It's always blue. But the whole state of Michigan was red. We knew Whitmer, she goes solo. And we knew she would not allow Trump to take Michigan. We knew that. Everybody was very upset before even the election that she was going to do something. It was all over. There's so many groups in Michigan that did not trust her with this election. So no surprise that everybody's in an uproar. But it was 38,000 votes in Michigan that showed up in the middle of the night. And it was 138,000 that showed up in Wisconsin in the middle of the night. They told everybody good night. They were going to resume counting in the morning. And everybody, Trump was winning pretty much every state at night. And in the morning, it all flipped. So people question that. And you can't blame them. Because usually when you have a margin of 15%, it not only doesn't tighten up by very much, it's an average, a projected average. So it doesn't tighten up and then all of a sudden the other person wins. That's never happened in any election. So I do believe there was some effery going on. Oh, I was going to try that other, where is it? I don't even know why I'm doing makeup today because tired of being around this house, I'll tell you that much. Thank God I'm in 2,000 square feet and I'm not in a damn RV anymore. Lisa, you're not in an RV anymore, are you? Lisa, are you staying with a friend now? Lisa? Lisa! You probably have Wi-Fi now too, right? Right on. Is Lisa in here? Maybe she left. Is anybody in here anymore? That's the question of the morning. I even exfoliated my lips today. You should do that. I had a 100-mile drive last night on the same curvy back roads, and even though I started out somber, once I had my favorite music on, it was a much-needed 3-hour break. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, people are in here. When I was younger, I took an hour to get ready with makeup. I know now. It's like 10 minutes for me, too. I mean, I got this down to a science. Now I just made a mess. Hi, Jan. Oh, thank you. We're going to do my hair next. Oh. God, try to get that shit on. Even. Because this stuff dries and it's a stain. Just a minute. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink. And when you put it on, I gotta get it off my nightstand. See, I gotta get something for this nightstand today. Yeah, it's the Maybelline. And this one's like the color of lips. And this one is number 15 called Lover. I have an apartment and my RV. So you're staying in your apartment now, right? Right? I'm having a hard time not checking on this crap. I ain't looking. Don't care. I'm telling you right now, they're not going to declare a winner. Now that he has stopped it all. You know what I'm saying? He stopped all the counting. You would literally have to get officials in there and get all the public from counting. You would need to get officials in there and get a correct count or have a re-election in person. Yeah. Somebody was saying something about the machines. It was something like diamond, and I don't know what that meant. Hi, Tina B. I don't know what it meant. I didn't even dig into it. Because I have come to the conclusion that whatever will be, will be. And it can't affect my life, even though it will, but I can't change it. You know, the serenity prayer. Change the things you can and accept the things you can't. God will grant you the courage to do both, either one. Because literally for 2 days, well, one day in particular, the day after the election, made me sick. I mean, even my neighbor, I mean, I had to literally talk her down. She was so anxious and upset. I had to talk her down. Seriously, I did. She was pacing like a cat. And when you live alone, that doesn't help. Or if you can't go on YouTube and talk to your friends, that doesn't help. So that's what went on. I was trying to help her while I'm having anxiety attack. I told her we got to put it in perspective. Perspective is they're not going to let Donald Trump be president, and they'll cheat to do it. And have no furniture yet, waiting for deliveries. Oh, what color did you do your furniture? I pray the truth comes out very soon. Yeah, and I hope it is the truth and not some version of the truth where they spin it. Hey, here, I have a question. I want somebody to answer this. Why was there rioting? Why was there rioting? If Biden's winning, why were they in the streets rioting? They're going to riot regardless, aren't they? It doesn't matter. They're getting their anger out at life. Why were they rioting with Biden winning? I know, I've seen it. So many cities, Minneapolis and Portland, they were rioting. If Biden was winning, is it because it was planned? And they're like, well, we're going to carry on. See all the orbs? I see them. There's lots up here. All the spirits are up here. See? See that one? I see them. You were wondering why they were rioting too? Me too. You were thinking the same thing? Like, why are they rioting? They're winning. So they rioting just to riot and steal shit? Boy, you got to think a little differently about this shit now, don't you? Well, yeah, that's what I think. Can I put my clips in there? I put them in here. Ow! I was like, huh, I guess. Yeah. Like, wait, wasn't the whole purpose they're rioting because of Trump? Okay, so Biden's winning. Wouldn't you celebrate? Why are you still destroying shit? Last night was the first decent sleep I got. Me too. I live close to Grand Rapids, and the president was there election night, and I got to hear, oh, Air Force One, you got to? Oh, cool. I know a lot of people that live in Grand Rapids. I love Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids is a perfect place for people, young people, like I would say, 24 to, 30 some. That's what that city's made up of. And these people are so awesome. They're career oriented, and most of the businesses are owned by young millennials, and it's just so cool to go there. And it's good to see our youth using a city to show professionalism and wealth at such a young age. I love that city. I go there whenever I can. I'm not that far from Grand Rapids. And I do love to go there. it's kind of confusing driving around there. But you can start pretty much any business you want in Grand Rapids, and it's unique. And they support each other's small business, so you can be very successful in Grand Rapids. Yes, you can. So there you go. If you want to move to Michigan and you're young and you want a chance at a business, you'll be successful, trust me. Because you're sharing the same interests with pretty much the whole population. Do you like my shirt I got? I'll show it to you. I got this from Amazon. Come on now. This is one of my good finds on Amazon, because most of their clothes I hate. All right, hold on. Good morning, Beth. All right, so let me pull my pants up. Isn't this a cute shirt? Now I'm wearing a tank under it because it's actually see-through. But it's really stretchy, and yet it fits, nicely. So this was an Amazon find. It's pretty much crocheted. See that? It's crocheted. No matter where I go, I get a Mr. Tiggs hair on me. But that's the price of owning a dog, right? My dad was like, yeah, I had you on my big screen TV, and when the camera panned in, I just seen dog hair. Well, my own dogs. So you have lost more weight. Yes, I have. Probably in the last 2 days. Ooh, we shouldn't let that sit so long. All right. So yeah, I'm losing weight. I have only been snacking maybe every couple hours, but I'm not eating big meals. I didn't have the appetite through all the garbage going on. Hey, the one good thing about all this crazy shit we're going through is I haven't put on any weight because I am not content. If I'm content, then I tend to eat pastas and shit. But if I'm not content, I don't have an appetite. Thank God. And I have not had an appetite. I have not had an appetite. But what was I gonna tell you guys? My dogs must have known you were on. They jumped in my face to wake me up. That's cute. Ah, that's hot. I gotta check into like a local foster care. But I am going to keep an eye on stuff because I'm going to be honest with you. If Biden's, well, I guess that will be after January. Okay, we're good. I'm just worried about people being locked down again and then sitting here trying to raise money, or not money. Actually, I'm not doing money. Creating a wish list for a foster dog, animal foster home. Like, I want people to hold on to their money because if Biden wins, I have no idea what he's going to do. And we should be in prepping mode and saving our money mode. Seriously. But you guys don't need to freak out about, like, socialism. They would have to turn the Senate red, and I hope they don't. Or, I mean blue. They would have to turn the Senate blue to get their agenda done. Because the Senate is not going to pass shit. That is ridiculous. But my thought is, if he does lock us down and think he's some kind of Hitler and he can control us, I'm really hoping that people will not tolerate it. I am hoping people will not be manipulated. And I hope people stand up and say, enough's enough. We can take care of ourselves. That's what I'm hoping. But I also believe there'll be a miracle cure, and Biden will take all the credit for it. Depending on how long he lasts before they push him out and push in Harris. Don't know. But I do know that we are going to see some bullshit. And either we buy it or we don't. And I really hope if Harris, I mean, because I know everybody voted for Biden, if it's true, they voted for Biden, not for Harris to be president. And so I'm hoping it backfires in their face so that they know what we were talking about. We weren't voting for Trump. We were voting for freedom and policies. But they don't get that. They don't get it. Do you know that there's actually young people out there that do believe in socialism? They want socialism, which is what they voted for. There are young people out there. I've had a talk with one, and they think socialism would be good because that's what they were taught, either by the state they live in or the teachers they've had in college, but this is what they've been taught. And I can't imagine those teachers wanting to live on a socialist salary, but I know the doctors don't. Yeah, you might as well say President Harris. Amen. Because she will. They will. Listen, they're going to push him out so fast. Phone call. Here's the new thing with the update. The new thing with the update on my phone is now I can't just end a call and stay live. Now it kicks me out of my live. So this is getting to be bullshit. No, Sleepy Joe's not aware of the plan. He is being used. He is not aware at all. He thinks he is the Democrat and that shit's going to go his way. But no, none of them want him. He's been in politics for 47 years. He ain't done shit. Except for, well, we already know, Crime Bill 1994, where black people got locked up for petty crimes, maximum sentence. So he hasn't, they don't like him. They used him to remind you of the Obama days. And then they're going to rid they have a bigger agenda than him. But he thinks he's large and in charge right now. Well, if he even knows what's going on. But, and I'm being kind when I say that, like, shame on them for putting someone through all that is definitely having cognitive issues. Everybody knows he was mean, and he didn't talk to the people like Trump does. You can think Trump's an asshole, but you should hear some of the private recordings of Mr. Biden. Not good. Not good at all. It's like, dang. Wow. I don't work for you. Yeah, you do. See, he don't believe he works for the people. That's going to be your other problem. He works for the establishment. Whatever. I believe that they would have convinced, if a cat was running against Trump, they would have convinced you to vote for the cat. They would have convinced these people to vote for the cat. I'm telling you the truth. It is the truth. It didn't matter who was running. So he's just a face on a ticket. Because they're going to do away with him. He's going to be gone. Can you imagine if they would have been pulling, can you imagine if they would have pulled up Trump's medical history and he had 2 or 3 aneurysms, brain aneurysms? Can you imagine how unfit he would be for office? Yeah, he would too. We can't have a president that could have a brain aneurysm at any time. I still remember him, poking the Iowan in his chest. Oh, yeah. I remember that, too. I remember, I don't remember where it was, well, that one construction worker was asking if he was going to take our guns away. And they got into a pissing match. And that's when Biden got in his face, said, I don't work for you. Said, holy shit. He really believes he don't work for the people. That can't be good. Oh, I'm not reading the chat, Kimberly, because I'm trying to get my hair done, so I peek over once in a while. I just peek over once in a while. Oh. Hi, Sunshine. So if you weren't here earlier, I want to apologize to that person and to my subs, because when I said creators don't care about subs, I didn't mean actual people. I meant the sub count. I was just too pissed off to articulate. What we care about is interaction and views, because anybody can push the subscribe button, but it doesn't mean they're going to interact or be a part of your channel. And that's what I meant. We care about the interaction, and we care about people that want to be a part of our life, not the people that sub to us so they can hate watch us and then come in once they're sitting there waiting for you to screw up so they can come in and say, see you guys, this person is horrible. That's a thing, by the way. And that's exactly what I felt like that person was doing. And it does get old, but I'm still going to apologize to them, because maybe I was a little harsh about the black Sharpie markers. I'm sure I was. I actually was. Because I was already... Kimberly, oh, hell no, not you. I was shitty. That was shitty. I was stressed out. I had 4 hours of sleep. I was, like, trying to get over all this craziness going on, because I would just like one thing this year to just go kind and easy. And it's not going to. This is a really bad year. And I was getting a little too into my frustrations. It's like one more thing on the birthday cake, and then the birthday cake just tips over. Well, there you go. Her saying, F you, I'm unsubbing, was the last thing on the birthday cake. Bye, Lisa Z. You have a great day. Your gift will be in the mail today. Thank you, Blind Views. This is beach waves. This would be my Florida bohemian look. I gotta see if I did the back, for shit's sake. None of y'all tell me if I did or not. We can't see the back. Okay, let's look at the back. Oh my God. Because we always miss a spot. I don't know, I think it's good enough. This is where my hair breaks off from my rubber band. Whatever. Eventually, it'll grow out. Or it'll keep breaking. Who gives a shit? I wear it up way too much, and it breaks off because it's bleached. All right, we'll give it a little, get it out of the face. Now, the reason I love my triple wave styler is because my hair will last for 3 days. I can pull it up, pull it down, and it will last for 3 days. And it makes it thicker. Looks thicker. Hey. I always think of Twisted Sister when I'm done, though. Blind Views knows who Twisted Sister is. What was their number one song? What was their number one song? Shit, I can't remember it. Blind Views will know. Her flouncing was uncalled for. She should have just exited. D. Snyder would be jealous, right? He had cool hair, though. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Mermaid hair. There you go. Yeah, it is what it is. It always looks better the second day. The first day is a bit much, but I feel like I made an effort today. Hi, Pat. I'm so glad I joined your channel today. Sometimes you think you are the only one that feels this way. I know, and that's what I want my channel to be about. I want it to be about like things going on in the world, and people are stressed, and like even relationship issues, and you got a community here. You got people that care and that we want to talk things out. Are you following me at Lost Island? She's one of my mods, Blind Views. Lola. Lola has been with me for a couple years, haven't you, Lola? I remember you've been with me since I think Illinois. So almost 3 years. All right, I'll shut that down. This is my diva walk-in closet. If you haven't seen it, my picture fell. I got it in the middle. I got to put it back up. And I know people come and go, but you know, different times in your life, you will be attracted to certain channels because you can relate or you're going through the same thing they're going through. And then sometimes you'll walk away because you're not like into that in your life. You know what I say? You know what I mean? And that's what happens to me. Like, I still have my favorite channels, but I don't go watch them every day because I'm in a different frame of mind or I got something different going on in my life. And so I'm looking to something that will relate to me. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. People come and go. I am only attracted to people I can relate with. This channel feels like home. Thank you. Well, this is real life. This is real life. You know what I mean? At 55, or maybe even I have some knowledge at 55 that people might want to hear. I don't know. Because, like, in the truth of it, I've been through it all. I've been through it all. I have worked in customer service my whole life. I've walked away from customer service because I got tired. Thank you, Blind Views. I always take breaks on YouTube because sometimes you have to. Because if you are trying to build a channel and make an income off YouTube, it will consume you. It'll consume you. And I'm not interested in that. I just love my people and my friends. And I'm lonely. I don't have kids at home anymore. If I had kids at home, I wouldn't even be on YouTube. Of course, I wasn't on YouTube when I had kids at home. Kimberly says, I'll be 49 in January, and I feel it too with all the stress these past couple months. Yeah, and the people in here are very supportive. And when somebody comes in and tries to punch me in the face, then I tell my mods, it's not your job to go chase these people down, go find out whose chat they're in, because we don't give a shit. We're over here to be together. We're not over here to expose YouTubers. I mean, people do that because they have no content. They have nothing to offer, like advice or life's events or even just going out and doing shit. If you ever notice the people with real content, their sub count is in the hundreds of thousands. Sherry, you've been watching me since Illinois too? Wow. Oh, I did, yeah. I don't know the whole TV thing. I have never signed in to my YouTube on TV, and there's two reasons. One, I can't remember my password for YouTube. It always yells at me. I forgot to write it somewhere. I don't even know. I don't care. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even use my TV for YouTube. I use my phone. Even though I have like 3 smart TVs in this house. That was the remote. So anyway, yeah, I mean, it's, I just want my channel to be whatever. I mean, I don't tag anything, nothing. I could tag so much shit and probably grow my channel, but I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't even know how those people do it. There's a lot of them that won't even cam up. They stay behind a black screen. And that, to me, is basically a troll with a channel. Because true YouTubers, they give you something to look at, whether it be them or at least something going on around them. But some people, they just eat, breathe, sleep, and shit YouTube. When I feel like YouTube's getting to me, I just shut it off. And you've all seen it. I've done it twice. Once for 3 months. Because I just want to go live my life, and I just don't want to show it. That's it. I mean, if you don't want problems in your life because you've caused problems and the haters are wanting to take you out, if you change anything about your life that's really important to you, you better log off. It ain't worth it. Because they will ruin whatever it is you want to get going for yourself. Truth. Now, I am going to look for a foster home that fosters animals for our Christmas. Now, what I'm going to do is set up a Chewy wish list or an Amazon wish list of all the dogs. They'll tell me what they need, and it will go straight to them. I don't take anybody's money, and I sure as shit ain't getting this stuff brought to my house where I got to fill up my trunk and drive it there. Sorry, those days are done. But that's the way I do it. I don't take anyone's money. And I have never, ever, well, I've done GoFundMes for 2 Christmas families, but everybody could see the money that was donated and watch the shopping trip, and I showed receipts. But I'm not doing that shit anymore. I am doing Amazon wish lists or Chewy wish lists. That way, you just buy it, and it goes straight to them. We did that last year with the troop in Afghanistan, and they were so grateful. So grateful. We sent them blankets and pillows and military socks and T-shirts. And if you're going to do homeless, just do it in your own town. Yeah, some do let watchers drive them crazy and into a deep depression. You ever feel like YouTube gets overwhelming and you're a creator? Log off. Just log off. Are you afraid people will forget about you? So they forget about you. I mean, how important do you have to be at the bottom of YouTube to where some people will destroy your life? That's crazy. And I don't do crazy. But anyway, if you're thinking about helping the homeless, help them out in your own town, in your own cities. And make a list of, like, picture yourself with no home, no shower. It's sad. No food. What would you want? If you're going to spend your time getting something for homeless people, think about what they go through every day. They can't brush their teeth. They can't eat. They're cold. Their clothes are dirty. They can't wash their hair. You got to think like a homeless person. Don't think like someone who has everything in their house and they just want to buy gifts. You have to think about the homeless. Now remember, they're also out there with COVID going on. Masks, hand sanitizer would be a must for homeless. Right now they need a coat and warm footwear. And that's what I'm saying. They have on wet, dirty socks. They need socks. This is my thing. Go to McDonald's and buy a booklet of coupons. Hand them out. At least they're eating. You know what I'm saying? I was going to say same, Sherry. Yeah, I don't, no. You just take care of them in your town. I always have and always will. There's a couple that we have in the next city over, and I always give them money. And I know people on, okay, so I was on online garage sale for that city, right? And somebody took a picture of them. This was last year. Somebody took a picture of them and said, yeah, this couple's always out here begging for money, you know, because you got trolls in real life. And I seen them drive away in a Lexus. And I said, well, Karen, did you literally sit there all day until they left to see how they went home? I mean, talk about worrying about somebody else's life more than yours. Now, if I see people out there needing something, I'll give them money to eat or I'll give them a bag of food. I'll go to Taco Bell, fill it up with that big pack of 12 tacos, whatever, and I just hand it to them. I mean, if you're going to judge people, don't help them. Just don't help them. But if you're going to help them, please Put yourself in their shoes, literally put yourself in their shoes and think, if I was down and out, had no home, couldn't shower, I'm talking even the body wet wipes. It's like a bath. They sell them on Amazon. It's like, they call it a wet bath. Even give them a pack of those. You don't even know what that would mean. I don't give money usually, unless, you know what I mean. I'm not near like a fast food to give them food. There's an elderly man. Whether he's a veteran or not, it's not my judgment, but he is wearing, he is really, really, really elderly. I'm guessing 90. And I don't give a shit. I will give him money. I'm less apt to give 20-some-year-olds money that are homeless. Because I'm thinking at 20, you still got a shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging. I just won't give him money. I'll give him food. But that elderly man, I gave him money. And I said, go get yourself a hotel room. You know what I'm saying? Take a shower. Watch some TV. Yeah. Drop a case of water off to the homeless. They always want coats, gloves, scarves, socks. Yep. And you can go to the Dollar Tree and you can pick up gloves. There's so much you can do, but make yourself homeless in your mind and think about what would be the number one things you would want. Food and warmth. And that's it. Food and warmth. Food and warmth. And probably clean socks and underwear. Blankets, pillow. Right. You're welcome, 70s fan. Thank you. Thank you. Please come back. Thank you for subscribing. I do love all my subscribers. I was a bit of an asshole yesterday. But that was just, you know, if someone tells me to F you, yeah, my old self will come out. But whoever did that probably knew that, and they wanted to poke that button. That's okay. It's all right. I'm still apologizing. Whether you were trolling me or not, I'm still apologizing because I'm ashamed of my behavior, not yours. So anyway, I am going to go out today. Oh, we all have that those moments. Oh, yes, we do. Just don't, you know, especially with 4 hours of sleep and stressed out from an election. Like I said, I don't care who wins. I voted for who I wanted because I want those policies of freedom, but I don't care who wins. I just care the way it was done. That's it. This mail-in voting, we've been grocery shopping the entire pandemic. There's no reason you had to be afraid to go in-person vote. Absolutely no reason. Blind views. I never have these moments. I think I've seen you have one with a guy that dresses in camo, yet never served. You give me incentive to actually get ready to go out today. Yes, we're getting out today, people. I'm going to make a point of getting some things for the shelters here. There you go. You can even donate them to the church, and they will get them to the homeless shelter. Just one. They'll get them to the homeless shelter, but if you see people homeless and you know what area they're homeless, gather your stuff. Just gather your stuff that you think they would need. Socks, mittens, blankets, sweatshirts, sweaters. I mean, you can even go to the Goodwill and buy up a shit ton of sweatshirts. I mean, they're what, $3 a piece or something like that? And load them up in your car. Hand them out. Winter's coming. If they're not in Florida, yeah, it's going to be brutal this year, according to the Farmer's Almanac. And I don't want to see anybody freeze to death. If I can help them out, I'll help them out. But I'm going to do that on my own. I'm not going to ask you guys. You go do that in your own town, cities. Let's scatter out. Let's take care of them everywhere. But think like a homeless person. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Think of Naked and Afraid. When those people are out there and you're staring at them going, man, I'll bet they could use a big glass of water. There you go. Get a case of water. There's about $2. Drop it off in a homeless area. Anybody can take one. Get those fingered toothbrushes. They already have the toothpaste on them. Shit, yeah, drop those off. I'm just saying, think like a homeless person. Because when I'm watching Naked and Afraid, I'm like, oh my God, they haven't brushed their teeth. They haven't even had soap on their private parts. So you can get those shower washes. They're actually, yeah, they sell them on Amazon. We got them for the military. We sent them to Afghanistan. Get them socks. When their feet get wet, they will get frostbite and could lose their toes. That is really the big one, is the socks. The socks. Get some nice thick socks. And it's hard to get like boots and stuff because everybody's feet are a different size. You know what I mean? We gotta fill up Bubba. So yeah, just think like a homeless person. I think food, water, and warmth. That's it. Don't get them makeup. Don't get them. Don't think about yourself. Think about them. Hands and feet first, yes. Look at my sink. Oh, Lord. My husband had yesterday off, so that's what happened. Yeah, don't think about yourself when you're buying for the homeless. Think about the homeless. People are funny. Practicality. There you go. This is the season for giving, not taking. Giving. Sherry, don't. Just stop. I think that was a joke. I hope. But I gotta be honest, if I was homeless, I'd want to be drunk all the time too. That's the truth. If I was homeless, I would rather be wasted. Goodwills do have gift cards. Good one. They can go to the Goodwill. But it's got to be within walking distance to wherever their homelessness is, because there you go. It is sad. It is sad. It sucks. And people are homeless for all kinds of reasons. None of them are our business. All we can do is be humane. And I don't care how they became homeless. Just let them have a better day. You can only hear me through my headset, right? I just figured that out. Or no, that's right. I turned it off. I'm boating and fishing today. My man has the day off. Awesome. My kids were 1 to 6 years when my ex left. I was so poor. I had no help. A church gave them Santa. I'm still grateful. We've done that for 2 families, and it's a good feeling to give a child. Like I even said, like you just said, you'll never forget that. And that's all we wanted to do. So for 2 years, we took in children that would not get a Christmas. And we gave them a Christmas to remember. We did tablets. We did a laptop for dad. We did all kinds of shit. In fact, we put furniture in their house. The kids had no beds. It was insanity. They got bunk beds from one of my subscribers. We went to Goodwill. Yorkie Mom and I went to Goodwill, and we bought furniture for their house. And you want them to have, just to know people out there care. That dad worked security all night long, and they had to have a sitter in the house. He got home to put them on the school bus, and he got home to greet them from the school bus. So that's a pretty good dad. Like, he worked while they slept so he could be in their life. And I think that is awesome. He had custody of his kids. And so we helped him. And he even had twins that live with the mom, and they were only like 3 years old, and we even bought for them. Because we didn't want them to feel like they were left out, even though they didn't live with dad. So we got them one of them big Fisher-Price kitchens. Speaking of Christmas, there's no sitting on Santa's lap this year. Elbow bump. Hey, Santa. Right? It's going to be 70s here, too. I'm going to take myself out to lunch. Yeah, you name it. I'm having a date day with myself. Damn it. I am. I got stuff to do. Hold on, I gotta look at something. Hold on. Oh. I do have fluid in my ears from yesterday, but I'm so used to my allergies, I don't even care. I gotta look at something. Eyes are burning. Oh, I don't know where it is. Here we go. Tiggs, nobody's out there. You're just being psychotic. No, there's nobody out there. Anyway, I can't find it. Da 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 da. I cannot. Oh, there we go. I'll find it. Oh, that's why I can't find it. She never answered me. That's all right. I'll send her a private message. Back to resume programming. See, I have TLC on. I don't even have. There you go. Go get your feet done. Well, your date looks good. What? Where's mine? All right. Let's see. There's just so you guys know. I know you're tempted to keep checking mainstream media, news channels like Fox and CNBC and all that. Nothing's gonna change. Everything's halted and stopped until there's a recount, investigation. So we're gonna sit like this for a long time. So don't even bother. Everything is stopped. The House will stay. I think they're afraid that if they, because right now it is tied in the Senate, 48-48, Republican, Democratic. I think they're afraid to do what they want to do, which is put those 3 extra votes into the Democratic pool to make the House and the Senate Democratic, which I know is their plan. Don't tell me it's not. I think they're afraid to do it, or it will be way too obvious what's going on. Yeah, so everybody just stop mainstream media, push the power off button, and go live your life. Because it doesn't matter. And he won't even be in office until January. So that gives you a little bit to enjoy the festivities. I was thinking about putting up a tree, but I don't think I will this year. I am going to get my house ready for when my son moves back home to the state, and then I'm going to have an epic Christmas. Epic. So I want to get my house ready. So I might go look at some paint today. I told my husband, I got to take my mind off of all the shit we've been through this year, and I think I'm going to paint this house. He goes, holy shit. I go, yeah, but I'll put on my music, and I'll get to painting, and then it snaps you back into life again and gets you out of the crazy. And that's what you should all do. Because we probably have exciting things coming up, and if we keep our head bogged down with this bullshit, we'll never move forward. Like Black Friday's coming. I got to tell you all the deals and where to get them. I have other investigative work to do. Not on this crap anymore. This is signed, sealed, delivered, don't care. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bug out. If I find anything exciting today on my journey, I will go live and show you. How about that? Pat's looking to buy furniture. See, that's what I've been doing during this whole pandemic. Yeah, I know. Black Friday starts today and tomorrow. So I'm going to show you what's going on out there that is a good deal. Well, not that kind of painting, Mint. I'm going to paint the walls. I'm going to be teetering on ladders and shit. But I love doing that. I love cutting in the ceiling. It's a quest for me. And then I love the finished result. And it's driving me crazy, so I need to start. All right, guys. Love you. Have a great day, and maybe I'll see you later. Bye now.